To begin, can you please state your name?
Dr. Rosa M. Gill from 21 King Street, LLC.
Okay. Could you briefly explain the situation or problem that led you to seek legal help? You can be as general or specific as you are comfortable with.
We had a tenant in our brownstone that her lease was up in March, and she actually didn't want to leave the building, and did damage to the physical part of the apartment, also the faucet, and we were trying to figure out a way to get her out of the property.
Okay. And how did you meet the firm?
It was recommended to me by Herschel and Rubin. I also have heard of the principal in the firm as being the expert in the field of real estate for commercial.
Okay.
Like this.
And what were your first impressions of Adam Leitman Bailey, PC?
Very responsive, very knowledgeable. When I first talked to Ms. Rualo, I knew that she knew her area very well. She asked me questions. She was very diligent, responsive, very thorough, I would say, in her responses.
Okay. And what did the firm do for you in general?
The firm helped me to get this tenant out of the property in a time that was very, very reasonable. And I thought that we were never going to be able to get this tenant out of the property, but Ms. Rualo was excellent, and she gave me instructions, directions, and successfully we were able to get that tenant out by November 1st.
So if you could choose the best thing the firm did for you, what would that be?
I'm sorry, say
the
that.
best thing that the firm did for you?
The best thing was to understand, first of all, that I didn't have the right lease to protect myself, and number two, that I had a problem and that the firm really had the expertise and the knowledge to address the problem and to help me to deal with it. And the most successful thing that the firm did was to help me to get the tenant out through court procedures, and in addition to that, they helped me to get a new lease that I'm using for the tenant that took the apartment.
Okay, great. And could you go on to explain what you think the firm's best qualities were in assisting to your needs?
The best thing about Adam Leitman Bailey firm is that they really know the law pertaining to real estate and renting and leasing, and they're very thorough. I found it very thorough and knowledge of the law of the housing courts, and to enable a landlord with me with limited experience to resolve a problem. I would say that they have great expertise in this area. Also, I think that Ms. Rualo gave me a confidence in dealing with a situation that I'm not familiar with. So they were able to help me to get more knowledgeable and to take the right steps to resolve the issues.
Okay. And would you recommend Adam Leitman Bailey, PC, to others?
100%.
100%?
I think that it's a firm that is very knowledgeable, ethical, responsive to the needs of a landlord like myself, and I will have no hesitation to recommend the firm. I think it's a great asset for landlords like ourselves.
Any last comments you'd like to add?
I just want to say that Ms. Rualo brings a tremendous amount of knowledge about the law and how to advise tenants. But in addition to that, she's so personable. And I found not only Ms. Rualo to be personable, but her assistant. They make things easier for us, and also in a very, very personable and extend themselves. Like I remember talking to her about 6 or 7 o'clock, and whenever I had a meeting with the tenant, she said, call me on my cellular. So it's extending herself beyond the call of duty, I should say.
Okay. And do we have your permission to post this on our website?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.